Hello, Rob here from Freedom Online Services, and today I'm going to talk about what you need to know to build a website. It's just part one of this series, and part one is a very short part, but I've given it its own part because it's just the most important fundamental thing. Before I get into any of the technical stuff or anything like that, the most important thing you need to know is who you want to look at your website, who you want to see your website, and what you want them to do when they've seen it. So who you want to see your website and what you want them to do when they've seen it. So, I mean, you can actually think very carefully about who your clients are or who your fans are or whatever it is. And then you can think about what effect you actually want to have on them. And the reason I'm just repeating this over and over again because it's so important. The thing that I've seen people time and time again waste enormous amounts of time and money on is when they haven't answered these questions and they just start building a website. And what happens then is you start to come up against your own lack of clarity in what you actually want it to do. So you do something and you realise it's not right, so you have to do it again and you go back. And of course every time you have to do something again when you're having to design graphics and you're having to code things, is you have to go back to the start and you have to do it all. There's so much effort involved. So if you can answer those two questions first, then you can make life infinitely cheaper and easier for yourself later on. So who do you want to see your website and what do you want them to do when they've seen it? So once you've answered those questions, basically you can say to yourself, what do I want my website to do? How do I want it to do it? Then what do I want it to look like? And then last of all, okay, I'll go off and create it. And it really is as simple as that. It's planning, it's knowing what you want to do before you start doing it. Okay, I hope that was useful to you. We'll speak a little bit more about the planning stage next, but I just wanted to emphasize that point because it is so important. Speak to you later.